You probably will read it better than I will, so
Okay.
if you see something that's like getting a hard time, you can feel free to just answer. If you see questions, you say, oh, I see Justin Goof ask questions over there, and
Okay. I'm okay with silence if you want to sit here for a minute or two. It doesn't really bother me.
right, we don't have Stu in the house, but that's alright.
4.
Hello and good evening here at Studio M, the vision behind the art. Today we got Luke. How you doing, my friend?
Good, how are you doing?
Very
nice to
good,
see you
very
again.
good.
Thank you for
Wonderful.
having me.
Indeed. Here at the Reno Hotel at the basement, LoadedTV.com. This is where we are live right now. Our chat is on the bottom of the screen. So if you guys want to ask questions, if you guys want to know about Luke, about the project, about the topic that we will talk, feel free to ask the questions and we will answer. If you want to comment about my new robe, you can definitely do that too. If you want to comment about the art or if you want to purchase that, please feel free to ask. Today we're going to talk about different things that's happening in the city of Reno. A little bit touch about the... Oh, Tim is here. Hello you guys. Hello.
Hey Tim.
We're going to talk about the Morris Burner Hotel, planning that we planning on do in the near future at the Morris, how we collaborating with different businesses in downtown Reno, and how we can actually make the name of art and the collaboration with young artists and older artists in town, provide more platform for artists to express themselves and hang out with lots of great people in town. So I know that you got to find yourself really busy lately,
Yes.
opening a new art gallery in town,
Yeah.
opening a new project, collaborating with businesses.
Yes.
Very self-motivated. Get
Yes.
up in the morning, let's do some work, and you
Every
own
day,
it.
no days off.
So how your day start? Let's say you wake up at what time?
Today was at 6 o'clock. I slept in, well I laid in bed till 7, thinking about what I was going to do, trying to plan my day. Today was a vendor day, so I went and saw some of my vendors and got some new supplies, got some canvas, some photo text, and some other stuff that I print on. Then I made a couple more stops to make some arrangements for some new pop-up galleries and stuff, because we do a little bit of staging for local businesses that want to have either feature artists or local art or photography from the area. Then it went to, I started working on my proposal today for the city to get some applications and permits in.
And we will talk about this in a second, the
Yes.
murals for downtown.
Yes.
We got Mary asking a question, where is the new gallery and how long has it been open? Do you want to answer on that?
Sure, yeah. It's downtown Reno. It's on the corner of 4th and Center Street. The address is 40 East Center. It's the old RTC bus station, so if you know where the new station is, it's on the opposite side of the bowling stadium.
Yep.
It's the second building with the small dome on the front. We started opening in November for a soft opening, just to kind of test the waters, take advantage of the holiday season a little bit, but you know, there's not a lot of other galleries there, so the synergy really wasn't there to attract shoppers, so we were kind of restructuring a little bit and decided to focus more on the community, just because, you know, there's not really that much of an arts community in downtown Reno. I mean, you guys have pretty much been spearheading it here.
And
on
420
Street.
Valley are across the street.
Yes.
Yep.
So you guys have a really good synergy here, and basically I'm trying to build that over there on the other side of the tracks and
Yep.
kind of bring downtown into it, give tourists and locals something else to take advantage of when they're here for either the special events that we hold in downtown, and just, you know, a variety of other reasons why people are hanging out downtown and whatnot. Let's see, Aaron's asking, you were doing murals downtown, like permanent ones? Yes. So part of the collaboration that we're doing with private building owners in downtown Reno, to the alley west of the gallery, there's 3 building owners, and we're basically going to primer the building and try to feature at least 6 murals. So far what we're trying to do is connect with underground artists or people that haven't had the exposure, some of the bigger artists in town who've done a lot of murals and have a lot of exposure and maybe are a little bit more commercial versus maybe what we're looking for is like an amateur hobbyist or someone who hasn't had that platform or that ability yet. But yeah, the projects will be somewhat permanent. We may be doing some graffiti art and competitions too, which will hang those up as temporary murals, maybe auction them off or donate them later on to good causes. Let's see. Tim asks, sounds like you're complimenting the existence of the Morris nicely. Are you collaborating on any projects together? Yes.
Definitely. We're right now here in Studio N talking and creating this collaboration and connection. We got to talk like a few times.
Yep.
I went to the gallery once, you came here a few times, and got to watch the show last week. And definitely planning on collaboration. We gave him a contact info of artists that doing art at the Morris that hopefully we'll be able to make the art and part of the murals over there.
Yes. I gotta get in touch with Killbuck still because he thought I was trying to apply for your guys' show.
Oh really?
So I need to clarify a little bit that
he's coming here right after.
I would be interested in participating, but I'm also I'm recruiting artists. So if you have done murals before or you're interested, you know, you can feel free to contact us through the website. Maybe we can post my business number later. Or you can just text your email address in the chat and I'll write it down at the end of the show. But yeah, we're looking for creative people. You know, one of the ideas we had from somebody that was on your show before, Mallory Mishler, was trying to find maybe middle school and high school students who are really talented who probably wouldn't have the opportunity to do a mural. At least, you know, for another 4 or 8 years once they get into college or afterwards, and
or at least maybe in a legal way.
Yeah. Exactly. And maybe team them up with somebody who has a little bit more experience doing murals or large scale art like that, and making a collaborative project where we can really have a story and grow from it, and you know, work with other people that maybe didn't have the chance to.
Now, making murals, with my experience, it's kind of pricey. You know, as you're getting on a larger scale, it's more material. How are you planning to fund all this?
Well, I'm pretty good at soliciting donations and working out partnerships with businesses. So just like with the business owners, you know, part of what we'll be doing for the project is there's a lot of empty space on Virginia Street and throughout downtown that is either unrentable or hasn't had a chance to really find the right kind of tenants for the area. And so in addition to collaborating with dressing up the front of the buildings, we'll be doing the murals. So it's kind of an exchange there. And we're looking for someone
getting complimented. I'm so cute and people love my style. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Let's go back to the topic.
That's I should have been a little more fashionable today so we could have complimented each other better.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much for not being that fashionable. So I appreciate it. But yes, go back to the topic. Connecting art spaces, not art spaces. Empty lots.
Private building owners and other businesses or empty spaces. Like the parking garage has been with posters for a while, kind of generic advertising for Reno, but nothing, how in my humble opinion, it should be more specific to Reno. They should have the dates of the big events for like Hot August Nights or Street Vibrations on there, and maybe promote some of the other local businesses. So that's really where I come in, is, you know, pitching that collaborative effort and then kind of seeing what the building and business owner needs and how we can match that with my needs and kind of come to a compromise and work something out. I have a couple paint stores that I'm going to contact that hopefully one of them will be willing to donate the paint.
Right.
If not, hopefully we'll find a generous sponsor to do it. But I mean, it's really for the community, and so I feel like, you know, as long as we keep that focus, someone will help us out, or
I know for a fact that we will be able to donate some paint for the project.
Sure.
We have extra paints that we're just not going to use for this project because it's flat and we don't need flat paint. We need more semi-gloss.
Sure.
So if people have semi-gloss outside, can I donate? Sean want to donate? Hell yeah, definitely want to.
Yeah, send your email, your phone number, and I'll write it down and I'll get in touch with you after the show. Thank you, Sean. We appreciate that.
Is that Sean from 420 Valley maybe? Because I know that they got a little bit of art too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nick asks, is that your art behind you guys? Yeah, that's actually photos I take. So the green leaf this way is a photo from a walk I took in the Bay Area when I was there with a friend. We went pretty early and there was a lot of morning dew on the leaves, and you know, I always try to kind of mimic good pictures and art that I see, and so when I saw the look there, it was definitely something I wanted to capture. So it was kind of a unique picture. I took a few to get the shot just right. And then the other picture that's to my right, or to my left actually, that's actually my friend jumping, doing a backflip into the Truckee River off the rope swing.
Let's see if I can get closer on this. We are shorting the cameraman today, so I'll have to do it myself.
So that's actually an original photograph that I took, and did a little bit of manipulation in Photoshop. I think it was the afterglow effect that was the majority of it. But just really added some cool highlights to all the trees in the river and the stumps and everything else there. So it's definitely, you know, I've been trying to do something different because a lot of the art that I have in the gallery right now, even though I wasn't trying to promote myself, I want to feature local artists. The whole point behind it was to make it like a community incubator, kind of an experiment. I really want to feature as many local artists as possible, and then, you know, if we ever have somebody not follow through or not be able to make it, just use the prints that I do kind of as filler, so that way it's not really featuring me and it features all the different locals and different people that we have here that are really just very super creative but maybe don't have the platform they're looking for to show it off.
And that's great. And we find out lately, I mean, as I'm getting myself more involved in the art gallery in town, more art galleries willing to give the free wall space just to express the art. We find out lately in some of the guests that came to the show that we took these competition terms that used to be back then, you know, around town in different topics, and now we're collaborating. And when I have a wall space to give you for free and to help your artists that come and show your art, they will express and will make them feel like they want to make more art, and so they're making more art pieces and display it all the way around. Their names is getting higher, and when artists going right now or customers walking in between galleries and see the same art piece or similar artists working in all these places, it encourages them to support the art.
Yeah, it really helps with their name brand and kind of creating that business model for them and that recognition and whatnot. Let's see, Tim, how long have you been doing photography? I did it years ago in high school, and then focused more on business in college until I graduated a couple years ago, and so it's been about a good solid 3 years, maybe 3.5 years. So I'm just pretty much self-taught, just go and whenever I feel like it, shoot for a couple hours or half an hour, and hopefully I get the results I'm looking for. If not, I try to read up on the internet or watch some YouTube videos on maybe what I was doing wrong, or occasionally crack open the user manual on the camera and read the instructions.
That's great. Read the manual, it's important things. Hey, we got Sean after that. You need to grab his phone number. He's the guy that said that he can give you donation. And we say Big Burner, say wow, nice, how much? So I think that he's talking about the black and white, the jumper.
Oh, the black and white. In our gallery, or my gallery, that'd probably go for about $160.
That's very affordable.
Yeah, I mean, I try to price things pretty close to my cost for the prints to be very competitive. I mean, that's what's nice about having a business background is I understand competition really well, so I really try to make it so it seems like a deal or a steal, and makes it really affordable for anybody that wants to be able to get prints and whatnot. The big one, the big green leaf, that would probably go for about $200 or $220. But if you mention the show and you want to buy it, I'll give you a deal.
That's wonderful.
Let's talk.
That's great. And if they want to get in touch with you regard to this art, they can go to the website. I saw a contact info on the website.
Yeah, so you can email me or go to the website. The website is anart.com. So that's ANART.com. For some people it's kind of confusing, others love it. If you want to send me your comments on if you like the name or not, we're actually thinking about restructuring a little bit, and A&R, thanks Justin. Also thank you Justin for the fresh squeezed apple juice, much appreciated. So you can go to the website, check it out. I don't have too many pictures up yet of what's in the gallery currently, because a lot of it's been to promote the gallery, to recruit artists, to recruit people for other projects and stuff, like one Reno and a few other things that I'm working on. So yeah, so if you want to email me at luke@anart.com, you can get in touch with me and send me an email about the show, about the prints, or if you want to donate or discuss anything. I'm always looking for input, criticism, or anything that you guys be interested in talking about. I mean, you know, this really is a community effort to help promote the community. So if you're an artist, or if you know a friend who's any kind of artisan, whether it's a writer, musician, theater, film, I mean, it's really open to everybody.
And that's great. And let's say right now I'm a book writer and I want to come and do like a book signing. Yeah,
actually, because we haven't set our grand opening date, we're still looking about May, probably coordinated with some of the events here at the Morris. I'm actually offering the space up for free. So if you want to show your art, do a book signing, if you're a musician and you're a solo act or you have a band, if you'd like to come in and have a jam session or a private show.
Here we go, and Terry just asking, what about bands?
Yes, you can definitely come play an acoustic set, please. Go ahead and give me an email or post your number on the chat and I'll give you a call after the show. But yeah, we're really just we want to make this something where people can feel at home, kind of like here at the Morris.
Right.
You know, it's really just about helping people out and giving them an opportunity they might not have had for anywhere from a year to 20 years. I mean, it seems like most artists don't get the true appreciation they deserve until they die. And
Right.
by then, you know, they can't be there to take fruitful advantage of it. So we kind of want to give them a platform to exponentially create their brand name and have a business model for them and whatnot. So we have a variety of different things we can offer as far as services and help to local artists. And
So let's use the platform and say, so what do you need those days? What's stuff as donation right now? Let's say Sean want to donate. What would you like?
Well, you know, if he wants to donate paint or, you know, financially, that would definitely go towards the murals. We definitely have a lot of projects planned. You know, we're collaborating with a lot of business owners, and a lot of the cost is going to come out of the gallery's pocket to be able to do all that kind of stuff. So, you know, any kind of donations, whether it's time, volunteering, or anything in between, we're definitely looking for that. We definitely could use more manpower, whether it's for the murals or at the gallery, especially in the summertime when we start doing some of our events on Saturdays
Right.
and Sundays that we're planning, and try to get applications and permits for and
Right.
work with the city.
And we talked about it when once you open the gallery, you got 3 exits that have to be
Yes.
open and managed. So
Yeah.
someone that come, you don't have to be a professional
Yeah.
security.
Yeah, so if you're looking for job training or you'd like to get some skill sets while you're volunteering, we can definitely help you out with, you know, being a gallery attendant, working the cash register, giving people information, and a variety of other jobs, like some of the marketing that we're going to be doing when events pick up downtown is we're going to station a photographer out on 4th Street. So as people go to the bowling stadium or they're walking around for the legacy events like Hot August Nights, or even going to the event center for a concert, we'll be taking candid pictures of people, friends, families, groups, whatever, giving them a ticket, letting them come into the gallery, get a free 3x5 print and a digital copy.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, generate more foot traffic to get, you know, the gallery more exposure and all the artists that we're going to sign up for the grand opening.
That's wonderful. Yes, a big event that's happening in May. 2 big events that I know about some right now. It's May 17th. We have like a 4th Street historian tour that we're going to open for everyone to come and walk all the way from downtown Reno and coming all the way pretty much until here and continue a little bit farther east. So that's a great opportunity for opening and like making a show. I don't know if the grand opening, but that's a great.
That will probably be one of my tentative dates. Either that, or I think you said the 31st is your guys' next event.
Yeah,
So.
31st we are doing our Monsters and Elves event, which is will be 1,000 people, whole day happening, and we encourage public transportation, and people can park, you know, in wherever they park or take the bus and just walk to your gallery, take a look, and come to our show. I really would love from you to come to our show.
Oh, I would love to. I'll definitely be there. Hopefully I get some volunteers to staff my gallery so I can leave.
That would be great. I mean, starting from right now, and when we're having an event, like a small event, it's not like a big grand opening, and having 2-3 people volunteering and helping you, this will be your stuff in the future. So even if you're not really ready, but you can open, if the city will let you open right now, I recommend to do it. And
yeah, I can open any time. It's just, you know, I only have a few volunteers I can call on, and I don't want to abuse the privilege of calling upon them anytime to go and staff the gallery. So
let's use the platform. So yeah, needs for volunteers to come and staff the gallery. If you guys will step up and volunteer, we will be able to open the gallery. Opening the gallery, it's not just to generate income, actually not much income, but to show the art and help the artist that is playing the art and help your art to be shown more. And I saw a few of the artists that I'm already familiar with in the gallery that is playing right now for free pretty much. And help them. I mean, more customers for them, optional, hopefully.
So hopefully by the grand opening, you know, we'll have a few of my friends who are oil painters. They're actually shipping their work from all over the country, Texas and Colorado.
Oh, cool.
And so we'll definitely have a lot of other artists there instead of just promoting myself, and then a few other locals who are interested. You know, a lot of the interest has been after I announced the free use of the space. So people have been really excited about that. Like, we're going to be part of Art Town this year.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be with the Great Basin Costume Society. They're actually going to have a pretty cool exhibit from what it sounds like, and we're definitely going to be working with them. You know, I tried to get them to come in before May, but they were basically taking care of all the work for putting it together and doing everything as far as the paperwork and the permitting and everything. through the Art Town group. So we're definitely looking at that.
That would be great. Let's answer to Mary's question. She asked it already twice. Who is your favorite photographer? And then I want to go back to Art Town and
Sure.
talk about different things.
You know, I'd have to say I really just love all kinds of photography. I really couldn't say I have a favorite. I mean, probably the most inspirational was some Ansel Adams prints that I saw hanging in the library a few years ago. Oh geez, 10 years ago. But I really, you know, I can't say I have a favorite. I'm really inspired by a lot of photography I see, and you know, I really try to flatter, you know, different people with kind of mimicking their styles and photos that I see, and just really kind of can reimagine myself recreating and whatnot. So you know, if it's not something that I'm free shooting like these prints, I'm usually trying to mimic something. And you know, I'm not sure who the photographer was, but the one of the original Windows cell phones I got about 4 or 5 years ago came with this really amazing picture of this girl's face with sunglasses, and the image was in her sunglasses recapturing what's behind her and stuff. And so I always try to use reflections and mirrors and stuff like that to kind of alter the perspective, or you know, change the look of it and stuff.
I remember it. I saw one big picture that you have in a gallery of the snowboarder.
Yeah, and that's another one. My friend Jorge, when I was up in Colorado last summer, he was doing some backcountry snowboarding, and you know, it was just, I happened to see it in his goggles before he went to possibly his death. Luckily he lived through it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, just, you know, really just trying to capture and mimic as many styles as I can. So, you know, I don't necessarily have a favorite. You know, Mary, if you're a photographer and you want to send me your website or some of your pictures, I'd love to see them. Maybe you could be potentially one of my favorites, or at least somebody I try to mimic. But you know, I love it all. I mean, I can't really say I have a favorite.
That's great. That's really great. I also like lots of different artists, and I try not to put my names on an artist, specific artist, because then maybe the other one will get offended.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So I definitely like and appreciate them all. We have guests in the audience, live guests right now. Hello, live guests. And going back to what we started about in Art Town, so yes, you're planning to be open. You wanted to be open for the whole entire month of July? Yeah,
so what's nice about the Great Basin Costume Society is they're going to actually provide some gallery attendance, so they'll help me staff it, and I really appreciate it because some of their costumes, at least what I've seen from a few of the websites for some of the I think they're called tours. I'm not sure I'm saying that, but it's basically it's not a seamstress, but somebody who actually comes up with the patterns and the designs and makes the actual clothing and outfits and stuff instead of just sewing them together. And so a lot of their work seems very elaborate and very pricey. So I'm really happy that they're willing to help me kind of staff the location and keep an eye on it and keep everything flowing well. So yeah, so we'll definitely be planning to be open all of July, but we should be open full-time after the grand opening in May, if everything works out right.
You think a full-time 7 days a week?
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm actually getting ready to try to connect with the university at the art department and reach out to some of the professors and see if they want to integrate what I'm doing at the gallery with some of their classes. You know, typically students and people that graduate from the art department, they don't necessarily have a gallery or platform to exhibit at or show their work at once they get out of school. And I'm hoping to fill that gap so that way, you know, they can kind of accelerate their business model and get their name recognition out there a lot quicker than they would have maybe just showcasing a few pieces, you know, whether it's at an art gallery for free or at a local restaurant or business who is trying to fill some empty wall space.
So it's creating the rotation. Have you thought about it, how you're going to rotate all the art? And
yeah, so we'll have 2 different models. It just depends on, you know, how established the artist is, because I know there's some professionals out there that are always looking for space. So for the professionals, we'll offer a pay-for-use model since, you know, they're already established enough and have the funds to be able to rent the whole space or to exhibit in a small section or whatever they want to do. And then for anybody else who's interested, we offer the chance to have at least 2 pieces to start with, and then we kind of rotate it based on events and schedules for downtown and everything else that's going on. So everybody has an opportunity, and then we base that upon kind of the statistics of, you know, how fast the sale is or the turnover, how many people come in and look at the piece or comment on it. And, you know, we really base it kind of mathematically to see, you know, like, well, you know, this person's generating a lot of buzz, maybe we should give them space for 4 pieces or 6 pieces, and kind of just judge it from there, and, you know, give people that input to help them either rebrand or recreate themselves, or, you know, show them where their strengths and weaknesses are so they know what to focus on and how to kind of cater to the market.
I see. So vision is so hot. Thank you, Burner Girl. Back to the topic. Also about the Artan, I just now remember that this is going to be the first time that we put it out there. But Fate Seeger, you know Fate Seeger?
No.
Fate Seeger is, I think that I'm pronouncing his name right. Seeger, Fate Seeger.
I don't know.
Come on, you should. It's P-E-T-E. How do you pronounce P-E-T-E?
Pete?
No, Fate.
P-E-T-E?
I think so.
That's Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
So Pete Seeger?
Yeah. It also has like a hyphen maybe.
S-E-G-E-R. So apparently he's a very, very famous folk singer
Oh,
from
really?
back then. Just died, 70 years old.
Huh.
And we're gonna do a tribute for him and
very
during Art Town and 3 days event and create all the beginning. It's way before the hippie scam, and then the hippie scam in the 60s in Woodstock and the Burning Man right now, you know, happening. So it's pretty much that movement that happened. So a tribute from the Morris to Pete Seeger and or Pete Seeger or whatever you want to pronounce. Well, most all art. Sure. What does that mean? I love all art. Most all art.
Vision.
Cool.
What is your favorite art? Burner Girl asks.
I think community developing. I'm not looking at about specific form of art like photography or painting. I'm painting myself. I'm building myself. I'm a wood builder and a designer, and I have the idea, the vision behind it, and I know how to communicate with people. So my form of art, I will say, it's communication and community developing.
Maybe a little bit of managing.
A lot of bit of managing. Building a big project without managing skills, it's almost impossible. Let's say like that. Building a big project by yourself, it's impossible.
Yes.
Don't even try to build really big project with that. Visual, are you singles? No, married, heading to divorce. I actually met you at the generator. Wonderful. But I don't know who you are. You have to tell me your name, so maybe I remember you. Burning Girl. Hi guys.
Here you go.
So yeah, so pretty much building big project, you have to collaborate with people,
Yes.
and some people have the idea, and then you collaborate with the designer, engineer that can actually draw it and make it safe. The art I build, it's a big art usually, like 20 feet and higher.
So very large scale, maybe borderline industrial almost.
Pretty much wooden, and most of my structure so far was made out of wood. Most of it got to be burned at the end. That's the actual art, like real world art. But as I say, my art is community developing. I'm putting a big event, like Burning Man event around the world. So that's an art by itself. Thousands of participators in event and managing those people that will help to run it and work with other leaders.
Yes.
In my areas, you know, it's kind of challenging because all of us have our own egos and all of us will sure that we know what we're doing to the best. So finding how to communicate with those all top level leaders, that's my art, and making really big work like the Morris Burner Hotel.
Yeah.
That's a form of art. I don't need to have a portfolio. I can have a tour.
It's a living portfolio.
Pretty much, and a living experiment. Lots of fun. Let's see, more questions. Collaboration is the key for artists, I think. Yes, Anna, you're right. What do you think is the best way to network with artists? Fate. That's the best way to connect with artists.
Yeah. I mean, like I met you and Jim at the first Thursday Nevada Museum of Art event. I think it was, hopefully I'm saying this right because I met her twice, Nyla. Nyla introduced us.
Yep.
You know, I happened to be walking across the street with them, and I happened to be like, you know, watch out, we're jaywalking, and they jumped. They were a little surprised that I came up behind them, and I started talking to them about their shirts because it said the Morris Hotel on it. And, you know, I told them how I was trying to meet you guys because I've had time to come down, and they said you guys were there, and, you know, they came and pulled on my collar a few minutes into the show and brought me over to you guys, and you guys were most receptive and very interested. And I mean, that's the best way to network, is just getting out into the community and meeting other people in the community that are, you know, as private individuals, making a difference and really trying to create a vision.
That's pretty much it. You inspire me. I hope that you're talking about him.
No, that's Burner Girl. I think she's still talking about you.
Burner Girl, stop it. So yes, definitely LoadedTV, Samsung Hale TV, all artists are crazy. Thank you. We will take it as a compliment. we're definitely doing our best to be crazy and so you become more crazy, become more creative.
Yes.
When you expand your boundaries and you're not afraid from people judging you and
Yes.
calling you crazy.
Yes,
You're
leave your
stepping
limits
up.
behind, that's for
Pretty
sure.
much, definitely pushing that envelope a little bit farther than what you sure that you can do,
Yeah.
and expand the picture a little bit wider and
Yeah.
see what happens and see what people react. And yes, without being crazy, you won't be able to do it. You say it was meant as we are all nuts. I don't know if nuts, I say crazy. Let's not get crazy and call us nuts, you know. But no, that's for sure. And definitely being creative, I don't know if crazy is the right word, but being creative is something that I encourage artists to do. Even if artists, they don't know themselves as an artist. Now, I'm considering ourselves as an artist.
Oh, you're
Every
too kind.
single one. Every single one of us is an artist. I mean, do you know about the power of manifestation?
No.
Alright, so the power of manifestation is that you can create anything that your mind can imagine. You're creating it to your life. So if you want to become an artist, you're just thinking about it as being an artist. You manifest it to your life.
Yes.
If you want to get yourself into a position, you're creating it. Even if you don't take a pencil and start drawing it or a brush and you're painting it,
Yeah.
but you're creating it. As at the end, the art piece is yourself. So we are the art. So once we create it ourselves, as we all do, we are an artist.
Definitely.
So that's a little bit of my philosophy,
Yes,
my way
very
of thinking.
philosophical.
Can I manifest a cheeseburger? I'm so hungry. Yes, you definitely could, and you can jump to the next.
Let's all think with you.
But not
Hopefully
cheeseburger.
it's tasty.
Veggie cheeseburger because I'm vegetarian,
Oh,
so
okay.
I cannot help him.
I'll
to
eat the
manifest.
cheeseburger then.
Okay, good. So manifest 2 cheeseburger, please. You want some lettuce, tomatoes?
No tomato.
No
Lettuce and
tomato.
onions though, please.
Awesome, lettuce and onion for him. Thank you very much, Mike, for running and doing this cheeseburger run. More questions. Let's see. Team, Vision, how long have you been a vegetarian head? Veg head, I like it.
Yes.
For about 2 years now, I've been eating only kosher food. If you guys know what kosher is, like the Israeli kosher, the Jewish part of the kosher. And for a few years living in America, and then I moved to Reno, and being in Reno and trying to find kosher, it's almost impossible.
Yes.
We don't have that big of a Jewish community in Reno, so just choose to convert my diet into a complete vegetarian. Not vegan, vegetarian, a big difference.
She still eats
say
cheese.
something in Hebrew. I do eat cheese, a
Yes.
lot of cheese, I love cheese. Cheese and eggs and milk, this is really something that
Essential.
I mean, yep,
Yeah.
for sure. So definitely being a vegetarian, it's a great thing that I found myself if I eat right and if I take all the colors of the vegetables and make sure that I eat them often, I feel very strong, very healthy, and I'm recommending. I have no problem with people that eat meat, you guys can do whatever you want. Seriously, it's your life, but I will be a vegetarian and that's cool. Say something in Hebrew. Ani tzimchoni. This is I'm vegetarian in Hebrew. Can I display art at the Morris? Samson, you definitely can display art at the Morris. Right now we have all the art that is on the walls at the Morris. It's volunteers only. We give a free wall to volunteers. So if you want to display art, come and help us to get this project together. Come and clean some walls, wash the toilets, paint walls. Work with us to get this project done. In the meantime, you can display your art for free on the wall. Another opportunity to display art at the Morris is doing Nadagra. Have you heard about Nadagra?
Yeah, you mentioned it before.
Right, we talked about it briefly, but to people that didn't watch the last week's show, Nadagra, it's a collaboration with the Nada Dada group, and they're going to rent the entire second floor, 16 rooms, every room with a different artist, a different form of art, music, and drinks, and lots of fun stuff. In the stage on the lobby, we're gonna have live performers and poetry and speakers and jokes and comedies. It's gonna be lots of time, lots of fun. How much do you charge if I do not have the time? Once you also doing Nada Dada, that's gonna be one of the only opportunity to do it unless we're having a show to display art. If you're not a volunteer, and this is the week of March 7, 8, 9, dropping art by March 1st. And we will charge 35% for art that will be sold. Hopefully all of the art will be sold. We're planning on hundreds of people to come here during this weekend. We're also doing our first grand opening during this weekend.
Okay.
So we're inviting all of our friends from all around the world to come and help us to show the place and make this happen and have lots of fun.
Yes.
And we have guests. Hello, Caleb. I just heard you You have a lot of wall space. Oh, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got me confused with the half. But we definitely have a lot of wall space. On the hallway on the second floor, we got the room for 30 pieces. We have lots of room on the staircase, in the mezzanine, in the lobby, in the dining room, in the basement. A lot of floor space all over the building. So if you want to display your art, stop by, let's talk. If you want to send your art in the mail as a donation to the hotel, we would love to have it. Is Caleb there? He's so handsome. Bring him on. Caleb. Mary's online. She wants to see you.
Still?
Yeah, she's still here. He said still.
Ask her if she knows me in real life.
Do you know Caleb in real life already, Mary? Let's see. He said if you will answer, he will come to the camera. He look kind of busy. She don't know you yet, Caleb. So come and meet Caleb. Really nice guy, very talented. Definitely will take you to a ride in downtown Reno and show you the city. Take you to the generator and put you to work.
Personal tour. That's nice.
Yeah. So you want to come to the camera and say hi to Mary real quick? She's really nice. She's here almost every single show.
I gotta go. I know she's here all the time. I'm trying to figure out who she is.
Alright, so come and show yourself once and she's gonna send us her email.
She says, "Come on."
Come on.
Get Nancy.
She loves
Caleb,
you.
I love you, she says.
So send us your email address or your phone number and we'll tell Caleb to get in touch with you so you can arrange a meeting.
Yes. And if you don't live in the area, send your picture to my email address earlier and I'll print out a life-size poster that we can post here for Caleb to stand next to next time.
Wow, that's so nice. That's a great idea actually. Alright, one more thing that I would like to talk, it's the onereno.com.
Yeah, so it's an independent news media outlet that we're starting online, and it's also going to be an event calendar. So kind of similar to what we're doing here with LoadedTV.com, just to give another outlet for people to gain news and exposure and whatnot. So you know, if you're a journalist or a writer, it's the number one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, onereno.com is already spelled out, and it's a dead site. But we're actually recruiting journalists who are either looking for an outlet or maybe still in school. If you want to write about Reno and your hometown, if you're not necessarily from here, you know, there's really no limits. We want to promote Reno, we want to promote the arts, we want to promote events here, and kind of make it a place where locals and tourists alike can go just type in the address and find something to do, whether they're planning a trip next weekend or they came here on a whim and they have a day or two to kind of, you know, fill some time with and discover different parts of Reno that maybe you wouldn't necessarily see just walking around downtown.
Alright, make sure that the Morris Brennan Hotel is on the website.
Oh yeah, we will definitely be plugging you guys for all events and stuff. You guys are definitely our community partners. I mean, you guys have the same vision and goals and morals that, you know, we're trying to embrace, and you know, they may not be exactly the same, but you know, it's all for the community and creating something new and something better. So we definitely appreciate the partnership and the helping hand and promoting and cross-promoting and stuff. And you know, definitely want to reach out to any other individuals or any other businesses that want to collaborate either with the gallery, or I'm sure the Morris is always looking for new partners or people to collaborate with. So really just, you know, creating a new type of community in downtown Reno.
That would be awesome. So yeah, so if you guys from Reno and if you guys want to help, we can enjoy help in each one of our projects.
Yeah. You can even rotate, I'm sure. Work at the gallery a couple of days, come down to the Morris, and
definitely.
Lots of cross training and opportunity.
Definitely. Tonight, what is the time? Is that 7 o'clock?
6:30.
6:30 right now?
No, it's the event is at 6:30.
Oh, the event starts
6 to 7 right now.
Oh, wonderful. So yeah, so we are a little bit after our time, but that's great.
Yeah.
But in 6:30 we have an event starting at the Morris Brennan Hotel. So people right now behind the camera, behind the TV, come and get Spanx. That's true. That's Spanx night at the Morris. So if you guys want to learn how to get Spanx not in a fancy way, in a very professional way and the joyful way, we have a special trainer that's coming here and will teach you how to give Spanx and receive Spanx.
Oh wow. Is this clothing optional or how does this work?
I haven't thought about it.
Oh, okay.
That's a great question.
I'm sure someone will ask that, so I just wanted to cut to the chase.
So yeah, just come over and we'll find out if it's clothing optional or not. So yeah, so just when you're coming in the door and someone don't let you come in, just explain them that you watched the show and you heard about this event on Studio M and Vision Behind the Art. It was great talking to you, my friend.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Indeed. And if you guys want to get in touch, Vision, are you like spanking? That's a personal question.
You'll have to come tonight to find out.
Come and find out. And no, there is only one Vision that I know, Mary. You guys watching the Vision Behind the Art on Studio M at the basement of the Morris Berner Hotel on LoadedTV.com. Thank you very much and have a wonderful night. And we'll see you next week at 5:30.